When football shirt online retailers announce Deadstock, what does that even mean? That's something I've always asked myself, and a Google search says that when Deadstock is being sold, the item being sold is authentic and that such goods must be brand new, never worn, and include the original tags. But upon further reading, apparently there's a difference between Deadstock and Deadstock. Deadstock, when the words are separated, refers to items that aren't expected to sell. While Deadstock can be accumulated when a business finds they overorder their product relative to the demand for it and thus leaving themselves with too much of that product, Deadstock can also include damaged items, incorrect deliveries with the wrong specifications of that product and thus never reaches the market, and just stuff of that sort. On the other hand, Deadstock, when it's all one word, is deemed as a niche term used by some consumers. Now, this article mentions sneakerheads as an example, but I'm sure it is also applicable to football shirt collectors. So for these types of items, they'll be in mint condition with original tags and tend to sell at a premium price. This video was inspired by a recent Instagram announcement by CultKits, a site that sells authentic vintage football shirts, in which they announced Roma Deadstock in their shop. As a Roma fan and a Roma shirt collector, I'm always on the lookout just in case, so I had a look, but something looked off, and my first impression was that these were fake. When looking on their site, there are 3 Kappa shirts that looked weird to me, and I assume they all came in with this new Deadstock announcement. Specifically, I'm referring to the 2011-2012 home and away shirts, and also the 2012-2013 black third shirt. All 3 posted as brand new with tags. The home 2011-2012 shirts looked off to me because I've never seen these brand new with tags except with the tags coming from the sleeve. Usually they come from the bottom attached to the internal tags. Also, while the color scheme and template is correct on the home kit at first glance, it just looked off to me, and maybe it's the fact that the collar shape isn't quite like the original that I have from the Roma store. Things get really interesting though when we start looking at the away version on their website for the 2011-2012 season. Not only does it present the same concerns that I just mentioned as the home kit, but this time whoever made the shirt got the color scheme completely wrong. As you can see, the original from the time didn't have an orange collar and it didn't have orange tips on the edge of the sleeve. It was fully white. A simple Google search of the players from that season will also confirm this. Finally, when looking at the third kit on their site for the 2012-2013 season, the orange and black on the collar and sleeves look extremely wrong. The colors might be right, but the material is blatantly wrong, and I hope you can tell from the pictures just how different it is and just how cheap it looks in comparison to the real deal sold in Roma stores at the time. So what I ended up doing is I DM'd them to ask them and let them know of my concerns that these were fake, and this was their response. They assured me the shirts are authentic Kappa products, but they are different from the European versions as these were allegedly made in Mexico for the North American market. They also mentioned that they can only assume that there were issues with the design and never sold at the time, which allows me to now come full circle and make the title of this video make sense and say that this is why I was wrong about my knowledge about Deadstock. Not only was I unaware of the different types of Deadstock, but based off that definition I mentioned at the start of the video, I guess it is possible for these shirts to be authentic Kappa products. I guess it is possible for it to become Deadstock as a result of printing errors, and I guess it is possible that they are authentic even though they present themselves with tags and details in the wrong areas, which is why I was wrong about them. That being said, considering their printing error, I personally wouldn't buy them at this price point, even if the Kappa brand themselves came out with a statement to deem them as authentic, because the errors just make them look off to the naked eye, and I just don't like the look of it. And that's already for a season that didn't really have particularly good looking kits. And while a Google search is by no means conclusive, again, I wouldn't pay a premium price for a product that had printing errors. Either way, I appreciate CultKits for getting back to me to answer my concerns and allow me to learn something new about what is possible when dealing with Deadstock. Hopefully though, they do see this and they do decide to add to their product description that these are Deadstock items made in Mexico for the North American market and thus may not fully resemble their European counterparts. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.